Yo, welcome back, Cosmic Crew. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I just wanted to go over something very simple. I wanted to show all you guys that use the mouse and keyboard how to set that up. I'm going to go over all that, show you how to set it up from the start. So if you just got your Cronus Zen in today, you can go off of this video step by step how to set it up. You're going to know how to set it up, how to use it, adjust the mappings and sensitivity and things like that right here in this video. So let's get into it. Now, before we do that, guys, I want to thank you guys for smashing 1K subs. You guys are amazing. I did want to mention the giveaway I did, as you can see right here in the pic that's going to pop up. I did order a Cronus, so we'll be giving that away this weekend. So go back and comment on that video, guys, if you want to be entered in that giveaway. Like I said, we'll be doing it as soon as it comes in stock, which should be in the next couple days. So make sure you comment on the video that says giveaway. I think it's for the Car V2. All right, so of course, right now, if you just got the Cronus, you don't have the Zen Studio set up yet, we're going to go to the actual website and show you how to actually download Zen Studio. But first, there's something you're going to need to do if you just got your Cronus. Now, if you already have your Cronus, you already have Zen Studio set up, it's pretty easy. Skip forward to where I'm plugging it into the Cronus and then kind of pick up from there. All right, guys, so if you just got your Cronus, the first thing you're going to need to do, guys, make sure if you're setting this up on PC, make sure you have another keyboard and mouse available that you can hook up to your PC, because once you plug this into the Zen, you're not going to be able to control your PC with the mouse and keyboard that you're setting up. So make sure you either have a USB switch where you can turn it on and off to control the PC and then go back to the Cronus, or you just have an additional, as you can see, I have another keyboard and mouse hooked up to my PC, so that way I'm able to still use the keyboard and mouse setting everything up. Anyway, guys, so what we're going to do first, if you just got your Cronus and you haven't downloaded Zen Studio, this is for all you newbies out there. First thing you're going to do is go to the Cronus Max website. Even though it's Cronus Max, it's still for Zen. Now, if you have a Cronus Max, of course, you're probably in the wrong channel. But for the Zen, guys, what you're going to do first, and this is before you do anything else, don't download Zen Studio. Of course, if you have Windows 7, guys, make sure you go down and hit the Windows 7 driver fix. Make sure you do that if you have Windows 7 first. If you don't have Windows 7, which a lot of people don't now, if they have Windows 10, you're going to want to do the CMD update tool first, guys. Now, I've already done it, of course, but this is very important. Your Cronus is not going to work at all unless you do this update first. Now, of course, mine is not going to show right now because it's not in bootloader mode. But the first thing you need to do before doing anything, don't plug it up to the computer or anything. You're going to hold that blue button on the bottom before you plug it in. As you're plugging it into your PC, it's going to give you a bootloader message where you plug it into your PC, and then you're going to be able to update the firmware. So make sure you do this, guys, before you do anything else, and then you can download Zen Studio. If you have any questions just setting this up from the absolute beginning, guys, all you have to do is go watch my previous videos. I think I've done 2 setup videos now. So if you have any questions, you know, if this is not in depth enough for you, just go back and check one of those videos out. All right, so once you've held down that button, you've plugged into your PC, you're gonna see, like I said, you're gonna see your Cronus pop up right here. All right, so once you've downloaded that, guys, you're gonna set up either your controller or your mouse and keyboard. In this case, we're doing the mouse and keyboard, right? So once we've got that downloaded, and as you can see, we'll switch back over to Zen Studio. All you're going to do is you're going to plug in your mouse and keyboard to the front of the Cronus Zen. And it's very simple. Now, keep this in mind, guys. Once you plug this into your Cronus, you're not going to be able to control your PC, like I said. So make sure you have either a USB switch or an additional, in my case, as you can see, I have an additional mouse and keyboard hooked up wirelessly in my case. All right, so once you've got it plugged in, guys, all you have to do, guys, go into plugins right here. That stuff, I just go to mouse and keyboard settings right here. Kind of gives you everything in one. Now, of course, if you're on console, this is very important. If you're on console, you want the polling rate, I think, at 250 hertz. If you're on PC, it's at 1000. So keep that in mind. So it's 250 hertz for console, 1000 hertz for PC. Now, of course, when you first plug this in, guys, it's going to give you that option if you want to view the optimal settings. You can go ahead and do that, guys, because you do have to change the DPI on your mouse to either 4000, 8000, and 12000, I think. A lot of people play on below that, so keep that in mind. Now, of course, don't worry about it. If you crank it up, you can still adjust the sensitivity in Zen Studio. You do have to change the DPI. Now, of course, as you're doing this, guys, plug this into your console if you have it nearby. It makes it a lot easier. That way you can kind of adjust this in real time. You can have this hooked up to your console from the back of your Zen, and then that way you can still adjust it in Zen Studio in real time and kind of get a feel for it as you go along. Now, As you can see in the top right, you can load in certain game profiles. If you want to find those, look for them on the community forums. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. I couldn't find a great profile to load in, so we won't get into that. But if you do want to load in a game profile where you don't have to import all your binds and everything like that, go ahead and do that. Look for the community forum. Now, one thing you will have to do in the game itself, guys, make sure you crank your sensitivity settings all the way up to 20. It will not work unless you do this, and there's no matching your in-game settings or anything like that, so you do have to turn your values all the way up to 20 in your Warzone or your Modern Warfare or anything like that, and then I think it's like 1.00 ADS. So those are the settings, guys. Make sure you do that for it to work, and then you can go back into Zen Studio and adjust your sensitivity and dead zone as needed. Alright guys, so once you've got all that set up, as far as those few settings go, now it's time to go ahead and set all your binds. Now, of course, this is going to recognize your keyboard and mouse as a controller. Whatever preferred key binds you want to use, go ahead and change all those to whatever button correlation that you want. So for, like, of course, your shooting, your left trigger is going to be a mouse 2, and you can go over to the mouse tab at the top, and then of course change all your other key binds. And this is all a preference, guys. There's no really real way to do it. Now, of course, like I said, you can try to load in like a Black Ops 4 profile to kind of give you a good baseline, and then kind of just adjust from there. But other than that, guys, there's no perfect way to do it. It's just a preference. Change all your keybinds for your on the left for your keyboard, and then the right is going to be for your mouse, the right tab, as you can see at the top left. And then you can do, you know, mouse 1 obviously is going to be fire, mouse 2 is going to be ADS. So that's pretty much it for setting this up. Once you've got all these keybinds set up and your mouse tab set up to the way that you want it, obviously make sure that the output is set to your console. Like mine will say Xbox because I'm on PC, and then of course you can go to the device tab in Zen Studio if you need to change it to PS4 or PS5. And you'll actually see that if you hit the X button right here, you can hit the device output. That'll pull up a drop down menu and you can select your correct console. But once you've got all this set up, guys, you are now ready to install your first script, or if you already have a script or Pro Pack, Game Pack, whatever, you're good to go. So guys, if you already know how to do that, go ahead and take off. I don't have a problem. If you want to know how to install a game pack or a script, we're going to get into that next. So let's do that now. Alright guys, so it's pretty simple if you want to install your game packs. Same way as always, guys. All you have to do is open up Zen Studio, hit your programmer tab. You'll get all your list of different game packs. Now, of course, the best ones are the Pro Pack. As you can see, the Cold War Pack is not very good. But all you got to do, guys, drag and drop it to one of your slots at the bottom right. And then it's going to pull up the menu. Now, you'll have to change your settings in this to your in-game settings in the game itself. Make sure you block in-game rumble. You do have to have in-game rumble enabled in the game itself, but you're going to match all those in-game settings and then just hit play on the left-hand side. That pretty much does it for the game packs. Now for the scripts itself, when you first open up Zen Studio, on the first library tab that you see here, it'll compile a list of different scripts you can download, and you can search for the ones you want. Now most people go with this Taylor Drift script. All you have to do is hit click save. You can rename it to whatever you want by right clicking at the top where it says save as. Once you do that, guys, of course make sure you read through the menus so you know how to navigate through these scripts. You know how to change the script settings in themselves, so you know how to do that, guys. Once you hit programmer, guys, you'll see the fourth option, I believe, once your mouse and keyboard's hooked up, and it'll say scripts. Under programmer, guys, it'll see the script that you just saved, and then the same thing with the Pro Pack. You're just going to click and drag and drop that to the slot that you want and hit play. Now after that, guys, you are good to go. So all you got to do, plug this thing into your console, and then once you have it, of course, you're going to have to select this game pack or this script, whichever one you want to use. So all you need to do that is just hit the right button on the Cronus, and it'll switch over to whatever Pro Pack or script that you have enabled on that slot. And you can keep going through all the slots. You can have multiple game packs, multiple scripts. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you guys. And that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. You are done. You are ready to go. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. I think I covered everything. If you have any other questions, let me know. I won't really do any gameplay. Like I said, I'm not very good with mouse and keyboard. I'll be honest, I'm kind of dog water, guys. I'm dog water with the mouse and keyboard. Anyway, I don't really play with the mouse and keyboard unless it's like Grand Theft Auto or anything like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to help you guys out. In the meantime, I appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.